Sada medi kan ye no dwumadie na ne eye sronko nkomo no ebe wapa yie esanse ye ne eye Honorable Kofi Adams wo fidue mu ha ye ba bedi nkomo sada be kan we enye interview we nkomodie we organize a friendly conversation ye ba bedi ye nya no fidue mu ha no sei ache pa yie so ene Honorable abekansa ye ne Honorable ebe hyase na ye de nkomo no ahyehye so Honorable machi
ya me ni ake o mejodo
bibia woko
well yamia dom ye hu ye yamia my ahoden betumi aka so se frama fufuru bi ebo and ama there's some kind of air of freedom around like weight be
as adesua be
free system no so ya de ndase be manyame
ba wan kasa wa po madwuma o constituency nyema mutesen ewo ho
well good the constituency generally has been okay except say for the past few years now in terms of input to juma adani a very challenging situation at the mahom but yami adom ya tena society ya bedru time asisi ya metumi aka se party a ewini ewo ho no afedi party no na ayeden ababem so party no form me executive
okay
enti party no hun sema eya yede nanti ana nia omu wo gidie wo munti ade bia omu to abama party no sisi ya ye wa akwenya se yede san hihye no be ye djuma nationally and ye di ye juma ebi be ka ho so positively so me more than convinced these 4 years here eda yenim and even beyond no ye betumi e de nyama ahihye yie e de ama me constituency but apart from that they generally no ya guso a few chieftaincy issues here and there but enye so challenging meaning say enche bia mpenifo betena se ahwe kwan a ye be resolve this idea. Other than that, my constituency is very peaceful. It's at peace, ready for development. Look, some from a bonia ebubo baby behu efinye guha and I ye galamsi ewa ye say ye enquire ewa ye say ye insu ewa being coswell my constituency. Beautiful a beautiful place. Me do ko ho o mpese obeba back biom. No. Ayonkufo enuanumu a maybe ye bibinti no mo aba ho omoba na omo mpese be den ombeba back to Accra and now omo ho omo say some fire na yenko hobium so it's a good place to be really enti obi a wotie mi bia say we disturb na wo pe baby a wo be relax pa enye so complex o
bia waso bejo
tuka na ko buim
constituency honorable ya commercial no
yeah move resist nimbra
honorable ya commercial but honorable yenya wa hey mame fan komo no fini say emra ahead of 2024 7 December elections na niema muti sen emao na uwani that's what say the NDC political party no ebenya tumi ababe ya ban
well eno na me wo GDA say NDC ebedi nkunim because senka yendi nkunima na eno che say Ghana for enye prepared for adepa. That would have been my conclusion. But in minimum to say Ghana for epe adepa. So based on that, coupled with a juma yaye ewa fem, na minimum say nkunimdie no ebeba. But the level na eba ye no, ena miti haidie na manjun say ebeba no sa.
But oka say na wo GDA say mobedi nkunim. Yep. Yes, in friendly beto ade abowa na the 9 CBB so. Sure. Iti dia na na ma osa GDA no.
Well, first and foremost, party ayawa benu no omwana omutu omufri omuhu efi ade no so.
Okay.
Wo hwe ni a MPP abeye. Na ye very clear say no mu lose touch with the people on the ground, the grassroot. No mu titi Jubilee House ni omu offices no mu ye ni a omu pe. Abra e form ho no e dream bibi foforo. So one, na government na failing. The economic situation was so bad. Social services were bad. Now so more pretend they say everything was okay.
Okay.
So based in terms of that, no be say now by no enye ni juma ye. Two, na party nankasa ayen share bebre ayedi ato ho a we check in style of campaigning in the past na ya sesa no. Na yen flag bearer so ananti Ghana ha a number of times. Post 2020 elections no on-call constituency biya kradia wakobeye 3 times.
Each constituency. Oh yeah, thank you to after the 2020 elections. Yes, sir, ye kwakoye primaries no obaye. And now obeye listening tour towards the manifesto writing uye and sana campaign ankasa kra. And ti one kokra 3-4 times there now I call every constituency. And ti waba beye a familiar face. Okay.
Waba a familiar face. Yenim no. And one just during the time of campaign, odi kan ba earlier say me ba be tie mu asem.
Yeah.
Yentina ho mon kamo de na men kame de na yemfa enyen hihye a ye de bebu man no. So the message was more trusted and more responsive to the needs and concerns of the people. So sadi any the protection of vote in hihye a ye de to ho baby ana yenim say ye to abakra na say kan aba ni wi a ye wo party executives kra no ye be kan be wi no na ye nya 0 ebi wo ho na ye nya 2 and 3 na so we check data na ye say ye wo 9 branch police station executives e wo ho omo ye registered voters because wunya 18 years untumi meye party executive ansa na wo be don party no or say we nya 18 and above sa na party constitution e ka o man ne mra no so sa na e ka enti ye den na ye wo branch executives 9 na so ye koto aba na ye nya 3 ye nya 2 ye nya 1 ebi wo ha na ye nya 0 eno che say na bibi nko ye so ye den hihye eto ho to make sure say this time round management of the elections enko yen no just on trust base ye manage elections with risk management approach. And this me Kofi Adams miti hey say me a candidate na me background na oye agent on say me trust no keke or say me den hihye bi tu ho na me hwe say ejuma me dia hye me manensa no oye
omotimi aye
meaning that there should be monitoring systems in place so that enkoba no say because Kofi Adams ne banti na ya assume say obeye ni o say oye. We didn't approach the elections just on based on what? Trust. Say, ye trust obi abeye ni o say oye. Obi abeye ni enti onya ka say oye constituency secretary de nim say obeye ye candidate ne ba ana ye na ofase ana oye say enti obeye oni ni ano munam. No. We put systems in place to check everybody. And they say wo na yesuma wo ha obi su gina ho a o check wo wo kra no maybe wo nim kra say obi check wo or the report eba. So all these systems are sure that say anye ye die nkunimdie no ebeye ye die. But Yankopon sa epie yenti ema victory no ebro yenti ase. There's not a single person in NDC enya nkunimdie a yedi ye no ambro nipa no nti ase eno ena wo behu Yankopon nsa ewa ade anim. Say there is a hand of God in it because nyame oye na ade a oye no in such a way say obehu say eye nyame either say obeye no so narrowly for you ana obeye no gangantoan for you. So on this occasion Yankopon HUC say memma mun kunimdie no aye kese abromunti ase na mun say menyame minsa ewo saadie nim. So the hand of God was on John Dramani Mahama and NDC in the 2024 elections.
8 years of Aye NPP Aban, led by His Excellency the past president Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. Sena uberate omo and a sena uhunusa abain.
Well, so who can say me rate you na omurate no and the results now yes. The best rating. Because the main kwame betina high rating on be as if say main kwame make.
At the end who say NPP abino womo anya like you said they lost touch with the grassroots and no they na yenim. But Ebimo Kasa they were arrogant, they were this, they were that. Any other did you see anything of that?
Well, as for arrogance was key. Now edrum ribi kura ahimphobia nim say akra kitwa kura oye wo ba. Yesi no henia or say wudi obuo any nidie ne yeden edemano na edrum rebi afedia ahimfoti ho na ye oda won say omun sorry. What level of arrogance is this? Yeah Africans yeah Ghanaians ye drew point bi Bible do say ohinenta en sorry ewo ne guaso oti in public place officially on sorry because sorry I know you say now maybe ye tunu adie so ani so omutenase and omuchia unless or hinenankasa out of courtesy
okay
oye na adwin say ono sorry but ye oda o hine say on sorry free ne gua so na so sorry I know you say ye tu adie so but it got to a point that was what government was virtually doing say the only thing is say omo anye traditional rice am perform ye ntu ni sandals but na indirectly no na ye tu ahimfo every omo egwa so by directing them say mon sorry because that is never done. That's how arrogant they got to. It got to a point of communication no na and reflecting the challenges na abainu FEC. It's as if say everything was okay because it was okay for them. Inka omo empathize with the followers no kura na so musu say oh adie impenifo no so etia say they feel it, they understand it the way we feel no, but they were speaking at variance. Now omo sorry so inyama na omo ye renting plane here uko two form say oh be cathedral na ebinum kura Adjuyon say, well, it's good because Ghana ha omaya yesum nyame pa. Some people were happy about the fact say ye bibi edi ahye nyankopon enumunyam. Only for them to realize later say no we say ye fa ho ye fa sa akwenye yi edi atam oman ni sika edi amankrofo. So it annoyed even omo na nka omo aye won dekora say ye besi nyamifie ifie di amanya national cathedral no because asofo kura na omo kasa tia omo ana yen aye hia sekura say ye kasa tia sa project earlier no finally say omo resigning omo free sa board no so based on concerns of corruption and all those things are omo raise. So all these incidents microphone who say this government wasn't serious. Projects be to say ukola na hospital ewo ho ukobubu hospital no na we promise one say ye be this time ye be say ye be you at this time na bibia enkoso ewo ho otimi anya. How do you expect them to continue to give you support? So clearly no na abaino was heavily relying on a free SHS uka bibia free SHS uka bibia free SHS as if say ansa na free SHS beba no na Ghana ni bia nko school. Ghanaians were going to school. Sebi ye nyina ye free ye chako sellers mao. Nanso itumi ko school through whatever means. So Ghanaians were going to school. Yes, what the free SHS by ebeboa it's to enhance and possibly make access. But one to now also analyze the negatives of the program. It was impacting and biting heavily on parents because of poor economic management. And he said, "They no, it looks like the government was tired. They are down with ideas. And the worst part, and they said, the candidate now Mukofano so ekahubi because I'm a candidate. No, this was the same person now. Modern by say adia akoswan from 2013 to 2016 no enyenti mo de no ba to come and correct the things and make economy no better. Na failure economic messiah. See the na hata anything na made ba omi aye ba na. Enti afedi nipa na ba na afedi see the na say kura. Yentumi manage CD no. Obi biara odi jo a oton na de e wo CDs no. Okoto bibi with dollar na wo de ba. Wo beton be wi a wo beji wo CDs no. Untumi nya dollars na wo de koto ade no. Enti de bia wujwadi a wudi no na wudi sika aban no obo ama wo sika no ehye na wuwi a na mo sound the same person afi de nipa no say me ba be ye ni yie how so it got to a point no the credibility of the candidate nsema o kan ye eni nia na o kan no wo machi a ensisu enye yi
yeah
so it became very very senka kra o mo de obi foforo kra e ba ya maybe they could have performed a bit better than Nia Omo Enyaye. Seriously, I'm a candidate no say in the ambo.
Right. Yabekwa yanim, yabekwa yanim. Na mepe ehodom no nsem no etie ye pa. Yabekwa yanim ne de nsafofo no so aba. Na ene yo mampanyini a yede nesiso Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Washasiye, washe adwuma asiye, and he said he was ever ready even as at the time na oye ne campaign manifesto launch. Waka said he's ready. Any other 120 days of a year na ban is this year and you try almost 1 month. Say na obe assess a year man penny what is
we sure say it's 1 month.
Almost 1 month.
There be enjoy 1 month.
That 3 weeks.
7th January. In a year what? In a year 20 20 day.
In a 21st.
In a 21st.
Almost 1 month.
And we 7 7 3 months and you 14 obey the same crowd there be in do 14 crowd. Be 13 days.
What you come on?
There be.
So no say why you ready?
Why you ready?
Even before you did 2 minutes man.
Yeah.
And I make sure say almost 1 month.
The 129 year can calculated from 7th January.
Okay.
And you from time you declare no as Mampini because you declare no no na na ko Akufo-Addo na still oye Mampini o. Onu na no oye niema ni na. No so eno the calculating of 120 days from 7th January 2025. Hona ye de ni si akonya no so. Enti nienti a omo even 120 days ni say the first 3 months in Shishia odi ye juma e the first 3 months no and shed that a new one same because sa 3 months budget no ye ansa na wokra ye di usi akonya no so so untimi ensesa no that much but afiena all ye ne appointments are ye be the first policy statement any budget estimator ono ankasa ode beba parliament through the finance minister enti eno no ye be ya ejuma be next month no na hopefully by March no ya passing so ono ankasa no policy document in terms of sikasem policy statements being shishe bia opese o year parliament be dia tum will start working from April enti ye benya at least plus 90 days of the old system plus maybe another 30 days 1 month of one kasane budget no you be feel nyama opese waka enunti na nyama bebre no all the 120 days because say opese we tax be free who want to me you tax be free abra parliament enye then engine 2 so all those things will find space in the budget statement ebe sha say a yejuma from 1st April because nyaye wo ho say sia no from 1st January to end of what March now from 1st April no ono ankasa ne budget anase budget ne ba earlier kra ebe sha say from that time so ho ena ye be hu ti say o ka say ye be ye e-levy hu ejuma ye be hu say ye e-levy every ho betting tax ho asem any all those things now okeka ye any hihye bi a ye be ye see students now mo ko university first year no ye betua wo admission fees ni bibia ama ho in that budget no you would find space for saadi any now so enunti ena the 120 days was given for some of the things to be seen. And 120 days, and from a day, you declare no, and I to Abano December, but 7th January. And I have 2 weeks. So the first promise now on my end say, Obe for me, Obe appointed, and now Obe nominations for parliamentary confirmation within the 14 days. Ugusua Otu Huanamo. Me sure say, or up to China to get that 14 days. So say now China or the final appointments for the ministerial Iba, he still worked within the 14 days. Because we look at the size of number of ministries from 30 to 23. So far, we are appointed by 11. And now, 12. We appointed 12, and Tiaka 11. And the 11, no, may sure say, answer 14 days in the bedroom, Omsube then beba out. Omuba out. Possibly later, no, or by announcing which of them will form cabinet, because in year 23 in or more cabinet of because cabinet should be I think about 19, not not less than 19 and not more than 21 or so. That's about it. And you obey indicating which of them are cabinet and which are not.
Okay.
So but says here you say or appoint you and I nominate you for parliamentary vetting. Parliamentary vetting only control over. So we hear your course for parliament a whole day vetting just 3. I believe saying onunya and maybe a vetting 5 a day. Na ya in term, but the rate at which our appointments committee vetting process I believe that my colleagues now more appointments committee should review Omwejuma who say I think they are over delaying on unnecessary issues. I won't say almost spend any time
Honorable Mampanyini etna so no enkoma odebetu dwa say eye hia sema Ghana for do na ya no anayeni edi akire the oral committee a ote ene NPP4 edi abetu dwa se committee no oral committee no to Afra ma they should boycott it. Ghana for do na so akire oral committee no was say ejina na ye de pe wo man no ejapade e de ma wo man no ene adade oral committee no ba no say na hu no na anama omatu no say na ojiri say ebekwa kowie ebekwa koye o yate committee ya hwehwe mu ankwa nkosi ba bia anawe no ye benya ehopomasi bre.
Well, Keo, first and foremost, omo ka say ye fra wo men kono. Look, say why ye juma in the last maybe 8 years especially. Now ye to safreo. Say how brana be validation of certain. Now we are you say because obi aka ntimi nko. Ono a o ma sa futu sem ono onko ye bibia o. Onye bibia enti wo ti ho eye better say wo be kwa validate wasem before the oral team than say maybe wo be twen ama ya freu to BNI na police CID na eho treatment no different. Enti omo pair omo on committee to oral omo peswa omuntie nia mrantie no Ghana Kasa no omoka na edru time no so well wana ebeye wa wasem but like you said adie ba ko a Ghana for omuni ejiye efa aban under His Excellency John Dramani Mahama any sa oral iya or the operation retrieve all loot. Ebinuma kakra say on san declare the next operation prevent all loots opal. But opal no there he's already committed to it.
Okay.
Or say ewo da breso no sa nyama no enkoso. So very soon all kinds of codes are yebe codify no mini pe akra ebeko parliament so that it becomes a law on say we are buying ejuma yenia untumi nkoto aban na japade. like the way who says ministers, deputy ministers were buying land, state lands, left, right, center at a giveaway price. Asase ananka ubeton be $800,000. Na ye di ama minister $2,800. Ade. So sanya maniame opea kase you will not respond. We hear inauguration. Burkina Faso Mampinia Obaye. Ye born in din say onkonkuchia Mampini uhu fansa oje. Bisa who say Argentina oje sa fans because of some of the revolutionary actions in retrieving Bonia akoso say nkofa fa kwan mone so afania wo say omufa sisi ya omu ejiama the Burkina economy is taking shape. Despite all the sanctions now they are even doing better. And here say the similarity and I think that was one of the best decisions of Mampini. And unti edana ye ka say yentoma ubia over experience. And you be or say or ye tieraba. Because tieraba na fe na okwa kusiyan hawa but because President Mahama ekura experience inti yenya to abawie ya won say odi nkunim no or say mete oral because that information was flowing. Yenyina no na ye gigibi. Some of the informations be a ebinumu frɛ ya yan to hono we have even forgotten. But luckily for us, because of the oral, operation retrieve all loot team now mo publicize your contact lines and website and information wait to me are about mo and those same information also go to them, so they are able to follow and document properly. So our information now at our flow, because the same information may not be available again a month later. So it was out of experience. And His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, and we salute him and thank him for that. As for the oral, it has come to stay. Now we hear within this short time, petitions and Crawfordia alcohol. Say nan Crawford won sem. Now omu eni GDA the existing institutions in them and your mum fanko.
But sir, your OSP office ewo.
Yes.
And woman so much mu say oral no and enimrem enti enimrem no enti no so mon pese ye from a omobeko.
Oral a government policy.
Okay.
Dear party registered ewo Ghana ha. Mrama party no kwan say omunyi pinyia ebeye omu frank etuni. Omu yi frank etuni. Omu chiro omu manifesto. Edisi omu manifesto ni mu say yen ye to abama ye ye beye operation retrieve all loot. Ye to abama party no eno omu ye san hihye no. So it's a government policy. Say aban na japade a ye fa kwan mo ne so e fa ye no ye titi mi say omu ndi kan engigi information. Omu ji information ni wie na omu de command mampenia. Na mampenia na adwun say okay information ya mo de breme no me pese CID4 enye hu ejuma.
Okay.
Ana me pese special prosecutor enye hu ejuma. Ana me pese yokufo enye hu ejuma. Onu na obe decide. Say mampeni pese yen codify na yen create another body. Yen mahon tumi constitutionally no mundi sa ejuma na mampeni betumi akasa. Because after all, say now OSP niho, the Office of Special President, say no niho, and President Akufo Addo no buy or say or per se or yeah. So after receiving all the information, say Mampeni, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, now you say okay, all the existing institutions now ewo hono, maybe me per se or mobile say jumaninti oral no, me daneno, aye no say ya, obetumi adaneno. But for now, it is a policy. Omu receive information opea menko one koswa yebe you see which other means na yepe no say yebe nya information na say no na wopedia warankasa ujejreje.
Corruption ensemo a oman yi yaka ho asem saa che se hatima mu ni bia ewo oman we mu I mean say wo hwe eye nkomo a etwegu wo Ghana ha dodo na eto aba based on any corruption semsema na ewo oman mu with the issue with National Cathedral $58 million wo hwe Kwalugu Dam $12 million any ho ko ne ba minimum NDC aban yi a ewo so yi no ugiri se mo betimi akon corruption won semsema oman mu ha and afei so no saa ye sika ye de akwakotu amana no kwan be so no ye fa age back se sika no de ama wo man no
menia no kre His Excellency John Dramani Mahama enye asoro abofo na oni won ye den eba be ye juma but ono ankasa has committed as a leader say na me lead enti wo a wonim say wo mmeye nia baye margin say me be no say maybe me frewa
yeah
catch me say oh papa de wo standard here wo setting me to me this unti ma mentena bibia me wo ana say one kasa wo de wo hu ba na mitie wa asem na mi hu say oh ejuma wo betumi aye na me de hye wo nsa so a make sure say wo beye to the standard that make us say yebeye. So he said that already. And obi biara obe fall foul of the law no onim say yen declare yen clear no. That clearing agent tag na ye de to ye mampini that so say bibia ebesi bia na wa clear. Bibia ebesi bia na wa clear. Ansa na investigations kra be no aka say minim say you will be cleared. Yen mami yenuaba Madame Cecilia Dapa na seme ba ya she was forced to resign. Inkrata mampini omuchiroma omu. You virtually were clearing the person even before you be in an investigation into the matter. That kind of act from the leader no and more institutions now omu kun etia proye any catastrophe. But we check the situation between 2013 and 2016 under His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, they are completely different. Omaye subjected appointees and other officials to investigations. Bibia ihu say Bibia nkoyenu, they were being prosecuted. Some of them found themselves even in jail. Nansaya na ye granted Honorable Abuga Pele, for example, pardon. So he's demonstrated that ne appointee ba kwa obi ayonko kasa kokasa say ono kra de ono onya be $1 million politics obejai ehwa information no ba bonte no e dey na esi the president ne say ma fa wo say be ye djuma bi emame na me na mi tua woka on behalf of the people of Ghana aketua me dey ma wo no untumi nya saa $1 million no within this time. Na se wadwen da baby say wo benya saa $1 million no wo nya adwen pa emfa nye djuma me di amount. Me nka say wa ye boni. But wadwen a wo kura no eni ma ban no enko saa enti resigning. And she has to leave government. Ene yetumi tia ma yekuhu $1 million ewo appointee ne mpase. Ne explanation no insiso na so na mampini a issue statement say you are clean, you will be cleared. We compare these two we say obakun eye determined and ready say obema omo ono woni ye djuma no esrobi bewo omum say omo ye bibia ye boni kra omo besro. But another person so I na adwin say ono de bia we kra e beka say wo nye ye we kra e beka say wo nye ye oh ma clear eno na ama wo clear sa na edu time a ye beto aba no Ghana for den clear muso.
Okay.
So nkasenka ono ankasa jai ma the system no clear sa ni pa na nka Ghana for clear MPP the way our clear on the 7th of December.
Right, you didn't come on now kase candidate MPP for edene buy no na enye because you kofa no as an economic messiah. Wo hwe wo man ya yetimu a ye economy no Atetia Pansam, and is one of the year Ghana for Ejina so editor Abadi Aben. Honorable, Wakwadrimu Wamanyo Sem Kakra, what's na Parliament, Ache Kakra. A day, and now be proposing Ama Abanya what is way. se ebetimi aboa a revive yen economy no nampo e create ana e bie enwuma ama mabunu e wo man yi.
Well, very clearly make a party who yeah manifesto, and after winning elections, transitional processes in air coso figures be air bonting even more now yen nim at the time cry abra ye opposition na ye join say etisa. Look, offer energy sector debt say na ya join say na about 2 billion each ye ko 2.5 billion ene you say even more than 3 billion honkwa car edaho enti edie no wo say mampinu in his mind he knows what must be done or say even distribution companies now system distribution losses just too much because over ECG na the kanye no breo say cotton na obeton be wi no be 40% no era and the no say even before I betina ho aye bibia no 40% no ayra e kwan ben so na ye befa ama sa 40% na ayra no eso beti
okay
a part of the journey now anamo a wo say yitu enunti ena mampani aka say oko America no ono America for sanka kasaye say fa sa Millennium Development Authority sa challenge account na nanka omo ema ye be $90 million anka ye de be boa distribution system pro ye ne kata hihia ekoso na na danko Akufo-Addo aban abreso in the area of PDS America for ebe tam mo musika no ko ye no ye nsan ko ho na ye hu se ye nsan beka sa scan bioma na ye de aba injecting into sa sector no ama sa losses nia era de bia no esobeti esote eba down to below 20% a huge saving at the mammy anyway ebema yen kan ye kanu aba from because 40% no or say will beat ya enti de bia ye de omo de to yeso PURC ye omo calculation na omo de sa losses no ebi e de ka bill no ho enti ye hu ejuma na esote a ebeye a reprieve to us. Of course ya kan agribusiness ho asem say enye the agriculture now ye pese ye no in this modern time no enye ja say ye dua ye tia na ye di or say ne hu business so ye den ebem also ebe create a number of employment at the manipa whether it is even the agrochemicals ne hu distribution the food produce ne hu processing and marketing no also a big business and opportunity for on mine say ye be den ye be kom yenim say yen cocoa production eswati kra and we are struggling to get 430,000 metric tons ewo afia itwem abra nanka ye be 1 million or say yes some pija the cocoa sector boom because one of the mainstay ya can't be about gold say adentina yenim say Ghana ha cocoa any gold and two resources API pa until say yenya oil. Na adentina ye wo GMPC ehwe yen upstream oil sector. Ye sanso wo other ye wo petroleum commission and many others omudi juma in that sector. Oba cocoa ye wo cocoa board. Ena ye wo CMC cocoa marketing company any others nanka omoba produce buying company no nyina na omo hihye ho omo ye cocoa hu ejuma be uba gold ye nhyeda ni board bia ehwe gold no so enti ehia say ye benya saade aban ba ye no ya appoint the acting chief executive for precious mineral marketing company ye be yen hihye ama eno transition into what gold board so eno so beboa ya formalize sa sector no ama aboa the drive of the economy even further afesu waste and appropriate investment because enye say economy na say dey bia revenue or say we check o expenditure angle no so say we expenditure no etisɛn eno ena aban no etu anamo a ministries na yewo ho a 30 no wate so about 23. That's one step. Further step will also be looking at certain agencies now or say ye free ho. Now out of the 24-hour economy no we be no more omunye juma enye bium through the closure of those agencies and ministries no ube feed on into other sectors are available in the era of what the 24-hour economy. A number of institutions and businesses be running 3 shifts for the same business now. Nanka one shift and now just 2 shifts now. Nanka juma. So a lot of arrangements are going to be in place. Improving an economy. Once we produce more, tomatoes nkwa yekra every amanoni nkwa nanso ye won se eska se Burkina a omo wo ye soro omutumi dua tomatoes a yekoto bi free ho a yekwa ko Italy ni other places ekoto ken tomatoes free ho a ene yensu ye betumi aye den edua bi. So we want to look at all those areas. Emo poultry, chicken importing nkuko ye betumi aye den aye bi so ewo ha. Say yentumi ye even 100% immediately. Ye betumi peja from the low ye was say just about 20% or less, to even yetumi drew even 50% by the next 3 years. Na ye ko yinim. So all those policies geared towards our reintroduction of these policies because those times are young persons uko Ashama areas what they call BBI Middle East they call Community 22 a whole area near poultry farms na ewo ene poultry bia ni hobio ye farms bia ewo those areas farms no. So we need to find a way of rebuilding those economy. And wo ye manifesto no ma minim say ye ni nyina kakra edimpuntu bebre.
Honorable say ye din komo ba me pese ye ra eye Boem constituency. Me pese ye hwe eye apomuden ene adusua ho nsem. Ye nim say ye ba no mine in general adusua ho nsem no akoye boache bidin ena ya pomuden so no sanity. Wakoye MP no ye ba Boem constituency deɛ na wo ye aboa temamufo a ɛwɔ wo mpɛsua so honom no ɛfa no ɛyɛ ayarehwɛ ɛne adusua ho nsɛm ɛtitiru ɛne ɛyɛ rural areas no.
Well me that say no education we hear education pa me region a ɛyɛ Uti region any western north any I think north east 3 regions are ye wo ichi pa ɛba no adusua ho nsɛm ɛnyɛ good both performance infrastructure wise and internationally your region enye well positioned. There's that challenge of rural and urban difficulties. The northern part of our mine, any southern part of our mine. When him say my region mid to northern part, and you see your own challenges. And I am in the past the education minister designate Honorable Haruna Idrisu. Very much aware of this challenge, or Nekasanyina or Kanuchere say he's going to push some policies. Ebeboa, Western North, Uti region of Eastern areas are more way behind. Not Itumie Peja Wanuswaba Omwinim. But even before central government intervention, me as an MP, area Hono, I've been so concerned about education and health. Okay. In the area of health, you will be a number of cheap compounds me constituency so 24. Okay. All these 24 ma touching one with in terms of interventions the equipment boa nkofo apomudi ho regularly so expertise yenni within municipality and our constituency na the free abontin aba. So regular health screening activities are any surgeries especially to do with even deworming programs, cervical cancer, a new screening and then surgeries in that relation. Other surgeries like hernia and the rest, we continue to do this and then also engage in health education. And the equipment, the municipal district hospital recently you're supplying one with equipment including even baby incubator I was the first person to have ever gotten a baby incubator to the whole constituency and our municipality ho na ebi nyanko ho na ebi ni ho but in ye will be ho ye go so arrangement for more of say equipment ni say ebeba adofo a muta eboa ebi ho amanoni ebi so ewo oman ni mo boa na ye nya bibi kakra edi akọ. In the area of education, so the secondary schools now, be 4 now, have continually supported them in terms of improving almost service delivery, transportation, other equipment, other services, one of the schools now a boarding now so omuni omun komila omu emily. I have to make sure that I provided all those things. In Suhu challenges, I've provided water to all the schools now. In order to say, Mofrano or Madisiano, and yet disrupted by the lack of water. And apart from the general water system, now, me to 2 boreholes, so that just in case the general system, no borehole near then, to support them. The same thing also. In supporting health delivery no so insua omo enum no so ehia enti ewo me peso so no my more than 76 boreholes in my constituency in just last 76 in just last
abra na enye wa ban na wo so
the abra na enye well minya NGOs are omo ye den ebe boaye ebe support ye na minim say ya be there ebe even more the intention the plan anything ye benya a bigger water system man. Yabetwin suonu anuano from Abotoasi in another district, Biakoye district. Yabetumi distributing ebibeko ebibeba me constituency ebibeko akan na ebisu at na ewo Biakoye hoa. So that's the future intentions. But currently, the can say in the area of education, we haven't done badly, but there's still so much room for improvement. Now, meaning say, since here the central government attention echo into Oti region, Western North and Northeast, because data no HRS yen na yewe chikrano will take advantage of that. Now you appear even more to benefit our people.
Initiatives being and our war and as a plans being and our war to improve our standards of living. Any development constituency?
Well, I don't know medical care. One in Sweden, one of the things are nipa but now na so nyanso pa enuma obia asem. So we needed to work to make sure say good drinking water no available. And the community bia enemy constituency mean really 1 borehole 2 or 3 for them. Man yekura minimum 1. Communities are ewo me constituency. Then of course omwa kwan so kwan a enye na President Mahama ewo hono oma yema akwan ni bi on contract, but aban na we twemu MPP aban ba in 2017 almost pay all those contracts and ama ya kwan ni de enye. So a regular reshaping no kakra. We will continue to reshape whilst we clear debt because a car rural sector debt in about more than 100 billion and the minister designate for roads and highways no about 135 billion and so we have to work to clear all that. But once we do that, so maintenance and regular reshaping of roads, then of course I are someone sema udi kaya no so we be area or say to me. So we are working on that also to improve the standard of living. Then of course the general economy mainstay Greek no or say there some processing kakra edeba so that ebema omuso omu income no ebe enhance omu income, any employment opportunities for the young ones now. Of course we have a lot of creative minds
okay,
and in the creative industry no so to create opportunity for them, centers of recreation, so that people can also have some kind of entertainment places to relieve themselves of any stress, if any, at all. So, ebeboa the economy of the area. Of course, security also another key thing.
Yeah.
Ebe making sure say we will expand and improve the security situation in that area. Communities be or say you see police station kakra or so in my this term maybe I'm going to try and make sure say communities be or say located police stations no so in order to improve security,
right.
because the 24-hour economy will be hinged on absolute security, so that obi nama onsro
very important.
Nipa be feel free, because once people feel free, businesses will operate at all times. Ebi oho a ukopie wo baby na say nipa oye tea ana oye indomie ana oye mumu upon because usru
omo yeso call late
na upon omo amutumi ye call late now him say there's some level of security and bamboa, and omo ye call late you surely will get people who will also stay awake. The reason why people go to sleep is that they don't find anything to do in the night. And he say who create environment for people to do things in the night. You will find people are active. Exactly. So we need number one for that is security. Say nipa ye sure say adie ya mi ye obia mefa emma meji ma adie mfiri me ho at the odd hour, because enkrofo akoda na wo ma security pe, they will now bring people. And once they are beginning to bring people, the presence of the people will even help security even the more. So idea manage say the promise of the 24-hour economy and the promise of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama now by say yebe enhance security no yebe ye ho adwuma ama me constituency, so yebe take advantage of that. Now you are tapping in to be able to, of course, fire service also hiamwa. We hear fire tenders are ebi anyhow. Fire tenders now President Mahama Breso ye kraba o man no ana egusu o man ebi meka ho. Parliament at a point ye call almost a year without a fire tender. No fire engine was. Nyana ye wo parliament or ye be free ho. Nanse ya na omusan ye then edibai. So we must begin to work towards providing accoutrements for the fire service, so that nkrofo ejashishia ekoso a yenya ubia obeboa to put off the fire. Nanui ewo me peso so minipa bi ni fie hye na yeni fire engine ewo me constituency. Ye frɛ the neighboring district KJB omodie no so na ye na enye adwuma. Omo se ye mfrɛ hohwe. Na fire tender be free hohwe beba no na efie ni nyina ye den ahye. So we have to mobilize local people and use all kinds of things to try and then quench ejano. So
Honorable Kofi Adams ena menene twetwe enkomono MP for Eyeboem constituency. Menim se wafidie no edaswa eda enyimfiri ha yenya ensore so afei ene ye ba bebo enkomono ankasa. Honorable ma mimisa we. Etwetwe maso kakra. Ede na uhunu se ama eye the NDC party no are very attractive.
Well, one thing, and one thing I would say, sometimes we be bia wo ye bia no ye no ewo no kure kwan so.
Okay.
Because adia maybe ene ombeka say eye unpopular no. Echi ebeba be the reason for popularity. Inyama bia His Excellency John Dramani Mahama ya bra no ye mampini. One of the number one. Because Edrum Ribino, he was trusted more than any other candidate in the last elections. So the trust level na higher. Way higher. We share bas now way higher than all the other. We share global info analytics or Musevi now more. Why na wo GDA say obetumi ahwe economy niye, obetumi akwensia proyene katashihye, obetumi aye ama ejuma aba. In all these situations, the voters trusted John Mahama to be able to do all these than any other candidate then, because of the previous experiences. And in Yawaya, those times na nkofo say enye. That was one. Two, ye party a eno na de bia ye founding father eka say nia ye gina so e de form a party no the values no ye de ye juma no party can defeat us. No party can defeat us.
Values of the NDC.
The NDC.
Somebody ye juma.
The ye juma ye gina so e de nantia. Party bia into me. Because a absolute Ghanaian values. Look, enunti ena sometimes NDC ye wa be mo ye mistake krebi Ghana form fan che. Because the belief of Ghanaians and they say the party NDC no a party or say Papa Nkwan or say Moye.
Okay.
That's the general belief of the Ghanaian that look, the Ghanaian can tolerate a lot of things. Ghanaians feel that's sa subainu the Ghanaian good quality values, you know, and yediati NDC. So they always take us on.
Yeah.
Whilst you're an opponent, no, omoya bibi kura na say ye bonian. Sometimes they feel say, oh, omo de it say who okro bi so na ye ni mobi. De bia ono de baby mama fe infan example on kwa sorry ana on ko mosque onye bibia ne de ni say bia oye. One day se nipa no kopie wa sorry dan na heavens rejoice. But to be ono oko regularly yenim say e die oye nyamisuro ni oye say or to say na da korona wan hwe ni ye na say ye koti wo baby say wo koti obi ekutukura ma udi ya na adane asem e di amawo. That's how Ghanaians weigh NDC and MPP. So we must always be sensitive, especially say the 2 minu emaya. We must have at the back of our mind say Ghana Fire Omajin say we must always do good because they expect good from us.
Okay.
So the standard that omudi measure yenu is completely different from ya omudi measure MPP. So never in our minds should think say adia MPP for ye any bi wo Ghana for EU omu ni hwe bebe foforo no. Yes, so say aba yenye den yemeye saadie we must always keep to our values.
Okay.
What His Excellency the President have set out say obeyeno enye kaye emfama ye debia say we want to live above reproach. We are not going to be grabbing state lands. We are not going to be grabbing state assets. We are not going to be wasting resources. We are not going to be disrespectful to the people who communicate in such a way say ebeto nkrofo akumaso ama who say no, these are good policies. I always say yeah then we should buy in and help carry along. And yema youth no so akwenya. And party no be very we found a way of reaching out today. And let me salute the youth wing led by Comrade Pablo, as he is popularly called. Or no any deputies, you know. Omo yen hihye bebre ne regional commanders so omo ka yen hihye bebre emma party no be very attractive to the young people. And of course some of our other officers are almost young to say Comrade Sami Jemfinimu nyina they served as good examples for various young persons, and it attracted this. And we also had very powerful, eloquent, highly educated female voices. Emma so ana Ghana Kasa Emma party no mo abin. Comrade Joyce Bawa, Beatrice Anamfio, Shamima Muslim, quite a host of them.
Yeah.
Young persons are what they want to platform so now say Omo Kasa say so it attracted a lot of young persons. And for the middle class to the upper class, you know, so they have tested the two waters. Our men will say the John Dramani Mahama program is superior and better than Yana Nanado Danko Akufuado, any Baumia, Omo Edenama, Omo Deba. So they ended up trusting him more and trusting the NDC. Say, Omo Beye a better job.
Asema me pese me bisa wi asema eda Ghana for as akomaso yie pa na founding father His Excellency Flight Lieutenant Jerry John Rawlings na wanya ne baby call nyame fa no kra NCA ne yire eye Nana Kunedu Ajeman Rollins and anamontuo ben ene da eye the NDC ene eye ye mame Nana Ajeman Kunedu Rollins entem and po say asem wo hɔ a NDC no aye ready see ebeje ye mame back na ye de niema ahyehyɛ so abɔ man Ghana ho ban
na say NDC de ka ono ena omuka ho ma omote NDC na ebinum ye bedom ye. So that's how I will take it. So the NDC is home for her any day, anytime. Now, all the men now are politically active. We now associate with the NDC. Honorable Dr. Zaneto Ajuma Rollins, third term member of Parliament for Klote Koli constituency. Minia Kakraba, so Kemati. All the campaign activities are at any time we are all around Okaye or by. So clearly, the two most active political persons of Nema four they affiliate strongly with NDC. NDC and a party. Maybe minti me ho asie bi e na eba ya enti na okote the National Democratic Party. Say I me sure say after some time or say on so etina ho why Dr. Beda Samwaso here the same thing. Say omoko for me what was the party? I think some DFP or so. Omo here DFP. NHE after the 2008 elections I kono omo be kan ho ema ene ababeye ebusuan baako Dr. Beda Samokra kayen elders ho enti Her Excellency Nana Kunedu Ajuma Rollins on any day anytime any day anytime she's welcome
but praying there on nimu tinti
well minim say mpenifo de bia yetena ho ye ka ho asem ye nim I think who should make the move, but I wish say nka ono so befa ni phone afre her mema mu nim say mu ye boni mu ma mesra me so that it gives us the freedom to easily be able to go. But maybe say ono ensuma say omo mfre ye ono nema maybe yesu ye bepe kwan bi so asre say yabenya akwenya akwa no maybe from time to time say yes rasra no na obenya but every state activity she makes herself available. The inauguration obaye, so I believe say there is opening to reunite because ebeboa ye nyina. It's not that maybe or any active rule bia obaye says but it will be good for the family. Say we reunite and reintegrate and then move on. Baby. I wish say nka ebeba no sa na minim say His Excellency John Dramani Mahama so bepe no sa and if we got it that way it will be so beautiful. Here nanu Memenda former First Lady Nadu Mills Okokusra say it was so spiritually enhancing and a family union and it spoke to something. And I saw those pictures and asked the current First Lady, Her Excellency Lordina Mahama, and the husband, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, Omujinaho. Now, former First Lady, Her Excellency Nadu Mills, Usujinaho, Omukasai, and you could see how beautiful the atmosphere was. Okofru ne car, omu waving at them. It was just so beautiful. Can you imagine? Say there were more of such opportunities. Nanka also were on board. Now it's not. It will say on there she's not giving any indication. Say we free NDC. I'm very convinced that she's still around. So it's a good thing. We'll try it and pray. Na ya bompa yesu say Nyankopon na nkasa omma saa anamotunu ni nhyira no omfa so that obi biara obeye attempt no bibi papa ebe free mu aba.
Honorable yetete nsem enche yede yenkomo ni nyina ebeba awie yetete nsem se yenyina di ka se political appointment any ministerial positions no yeda so a ebobodi echina se de odi kan no 14 days no na aso na yehwe kwan se the last list of political appointments no enso ebeba nsem a yetete no ebi no se ene no sports ministry no yebebo wudin na wakwakọ eda ano minim se obi a wakwadiri mu sports pa yi a sansem no me sure se watibi we Ghana ni dia watibi na otie no se na hunu na mposi the sports ministry ni mawa se na be kra na fa because ho you very sensitive to every Ghanaian on my way mu government in government out we've had ministers omo sports ministers are what are your plans if you better be sorry na we sports minister.
Well, clearly, no, statement any listener by no convincingly be say na fake because the office the fake stamp at also.
Okay.
Because clearly statement na acting presidential spokesperson me colleague Honorable Felix Kwachio Fosu the signature na enshare so it's clearly say fake
news.
But we serve at the beck and call of Mampini. So I can say, okay, me small ha, me who qualities, aha, me do ko share her, me feel say obe buame no. We are ready to help. Yes, what can I say? Sports per se, per any field, nature than ye, nia, make I say, oh, me per boxing.
Oh, per boxing pa.
Yeah, boxing, yeah, me per boxing pa. Now, the responsibility in the means, and one say you are offering leadership.
Okay.
You are managing various persons. And you be to me and hope say Nyankopon be then Bishiraye ama de Bibi Papa.
You are ready for a challenge at the sports ministry.
Oh, of course, but everywhere there are challenges. That's what man is for. Every leader must be prepared to face challenges. In Ghana. Sports is part of Ghanaians love sports.
Yeah.
So all you need to do is say you bring them closer to it. So performance now on person is an opportunity say obema odo a pair or mu ma edono so then emrasa. We have not been there is omope nanso yama odono andane into a certain positive energy. So, ena nsenchiro for so a in the sports sector no so. Or say we engage you on. There will be someone say, are they happy with the state of our sports, various aspects of sports? If they are not happy, it means say, oh, year you may become extinct. You will be in Ghana and you will only be doing European sports and the rest. Abra wankasa wo mind no he enkoso. Is that what they want? No. And then I say we should begin to generate positive energy.
Yeah.
Omuso management. Do you want to continue managing till there is nothing? Bedroom baby no. Omaye ina beka say afedi ye pese ye di bibia be kwa share sport. Is that what you want? No. So say ya kunto kwa bi say mimpei na say e the year ko decline a drew point I was saying ina yetina home say look, we need to now revive it again. Adenti and I sports once a month. We have to go back and talk only about the persons of the old. Na ye anka ene say technology na bank anko say ye ko nimpa no afedi na adani bibia. Yeah. So it's a field that ukoho with a clear mind, ukoho with a clear heart, ukoho now we are very open and transparent. I think you can offer appropriate leadership. Men koho with the mindset say because maybe sika or hunting me kwa kopebi no. If money is budget is done for the purposes of sports, whatever field it is, fasika no koho. This whole thing about you say you are releasing budget. Now Black Queens be kwa kobo games. Now sika or say the mo no na enko.
Black Stars enko amputees
say emma ya ma bibia nye clear say emma ya omusunya santi ase no be say abadia it must get to them. Let's get to omo munti ya before wo beje with you. I don't think that in managing sports, the management team should pay themselves their per diems when even the playing body, it should not be the case.
Okay.
Because because of the playing body. Not a playing body, is not taking care of her. Now we are taking care of one. So these are the things. But I believe that sports is a big business, and Ghana afford sports. So let's encourage and motivate support from everybody. Who electricity company of Ghana, who GMPC, who Himfa, with staff, they are so happy about sports. So also kakrana will be in nafabua sports, one sports or the other, so that you be peja in sports. But you go back to the grassroots sports.
Okay.
School sports. The courts. You be peja saadi no. We must reintroduce the inter-schools. Introduce it well. Because a dine mu dan ya ejina ha foundation and a dan no. Say foundation is weaker. Wuntumi mfa bibia mfa nsi. But say foundation is stronger. Bibia wodi sisu bia no ebegina yi. So let's go back.
Me no wo kasa ya menya signal bi efri me sports in penny for e wo fidua mu ha. Omo wa ha sports atom ne sports Otega so ha no say omo nyina sports presenters e wo fidua mu ha. Omo di kan ka say omo hwe kwan se ye de ebe ma wo. Ba me bisa wo say ni nyina kwa wieye na wanya appointment wo John Dramani Mahama His Excellency abemu a, will you be disappointed?
Not at all. Ain't the first time. I mean, Mekaya, we need 2008 elections. Na me campaign for na yeti ho na ye chiche appointments and Kaya. Those times, late President Mills, may he so rest in perfect peace. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, then Vice President. I think late PV Obensuno ho. I think. Then your executives, Dr. Kwabena J, I said, may he so rest in perfect peace. Honorable Amabe Yunwado, Haruna Idrisu, all those were not in Ayeti. And we discussed the first appointment that was considered that he was the finance minister. Now, me a deputy national youth organizer. I was representing President Rawlings on that team, that small team. I was president in the office. Chiche positions me, I declined to pick up any appointment because now I felt say at that time I wasn't ready for it. At all times, menya one thing I mean say nyami. Okay. Maybe nyami mpese ehona me then mefa. So I always console myself with that and work harder for the next assignment because the next may be even elevating than niana who feel say yam farm Mekai, and I'm saying my MP. 2013, I wanted to contest the same constituency. Almost you know there were some issues. Omufa report and by NT. Yeah, Mami Akwenya. Any other person in Rebecca say or call independent. Beman call. Next year, me have a supporting candidate. By 2014, I contested and won as national organizer. They added additional responsibility to me as campaign coordinator. Through that, me denanti even more. Emma my baba MP for that constituency. So that's how it is. Enti abutari dia dia ehia eboa so menye bia fine. Menye bi so aminim say the time will come. After all, the president does reshuffles from time to time. Ni ehia ne say yen nyina ye beboa omo a mampeni afre hon. Yen nyina na ye kwa abontin ye kwa ye campaign say ye be ye with just 60 ministers.
Yes.
And so that yen we still or minus can 60 na year pair. Why? Yeah, your parliament no year 183. NDC side on 183. That's a year just 60 nanka ye far from even parliament in Kwakra. Bebrina enya kwenya enko. So we must understand. You see regional balance. So me region maybe ya far maybe na ya far 1 or 2. And to say yam famia na ya fu biswa. That's the way to go. So
right, honorable yanu din sem nyina aba awie na mepese obeka sima asemba kwa kire eye wo mpasuasofo eye boem constituency and Ghana nyina na ya sorry dwumadi ni so.
Well, edi kan no answer na kora meko boem no wo na o say medical eda wase any production team e wa kwenya amudi amame ene it's been a good engagement, very lively, and I believe say madam wase mo program ni bibia no mo nkoso enye no sa it's been very very productive. Me constituency so ade bia o mo support me o mo ma me akwenya ye campaign nyina na me a candidate wo all right na so na me nam national assignment omu so ejina echi eye djuma no o say me da ho ase mahimfo asofo mu bompaye ma me de bia me da omu nyina ase na menim say enche bia no mesa back na yaba be aka a few communities ye be ye thank you e dey aka on the first phase of the thank you but ma me fa akwenye so ensanda omu ase biom na menim say at the appropriate time no ye be san Asia biom Nyankopon inshira ye nyina.
Abusia Honorable Kofi Adams, MP for Boem constituency, and I attend and no. I say Nyankopon enshira ye nyina na ene komone de ya bobi pa ye e wo fidue me anam ne se nyina so aten wasepam.